Hi, how are you? I hope you're having the most amazing day. To all my Canadian girlies and boys out there, happy Canada Day! Yes, proudly made in Canada. This is just a quick video because a lot of y'all let me know that my video yesterday cut off. Very interesting that it cut off where it did. So I'm just gonna re-upload that segment of the video here because I think it's kind of important to look at Blake's claims and exactly these little tiny interactions that happened and show just how blown up and kind of absurd they got, really. And this is pulling from an actual interaction that Justin Baldoni had with his wife, Emily Baldoni, and it almost mirrors what Blake Lively took out of context in her claim for sexual harassment. In the first video clip with Justin Baldoni, he's talking to his wife saying, "Aren't you hot? You're hot. It's hot." And it's almost the exact same thing that Blake Lively claims that he was saying to her, when really he was just talking about taking off the sweater because it's going to be hot in there, and then to reassure her that she doesn't need the sweater because he knew how insecure she was about her own body through her own admissions and text messages. He reassured her and was just like, "It looks sexy, don't worry." And she, took that and ran with it. So here's that little bit of the video. Yes, I know about the Vanzan. Ryan Reynolds adding to the Vanzan. We have to keep in mind that there's two Vanzan companies. One has nothing to do with the other. One has nothing to do with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. I'm going to be looking into that because I did a lot of research on Vanzan when we first found it. I have all of their business docs and original documents that has Blake Lively named there. I'll put those up really quickly, and then right now I'm just going to play the last bit of the video that got cut off. So thank you so much for your patience with me. That's never happened to me before where my videos got cut off. Not sure what happened because I checked the original file and it works, but I'm just going to go and enjoy my Canada Day after this and be outside and have a great day, and I hope that you're having the most amazing day too. I actually just read a quote here. And it says, and I'll read it to you, "When I am grateful, I am neither rushing nor slouching through my day. I'm dancing. And I'm about to get my dance on too, girl." So have the best day. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience with me. That's so bizarre. And I'll be back tomorrow on hump day, and we'll get right into it. So far, nothing's been filed in the court, so don't worry there, darlings. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. I am so tired of saying Vanzan and thinking about Vanzan. The only time I want to say Vanzan again is when there is a motion to compel granted by the judge. Point blank, period. And now I just want to play a little TikTok for you that really reminded me of something that Blake Lively said in her complaint. And if you don't follow this creator on TikTok yet, she's definitely doing some of God's work and finding these little clips. And I just thought that this was so interesting.
And by the way, I think you're going to get really hot. Are you hot yet? She is hot. She's super hot. And by the way, I think you're going to get really hot. Are you hot yet? She is hot. She's super hot.
What I thought was so actual cuckoo bananas about Blake Lively's claim is the way that she kept saying then Justin commenting on her wardrobe or calling her sexy or saying that he liked what she was wearing and things like that, and how she didn't appreciate always being, commented on her wardrobe, even though there's text now with Blake herself saying, she wants to look sexy and whatever. I just thought it was so weird because when you actually go over the PR press tour, all Blake Lively does is talk about her wardrobe. All Blake Lively does is talk about her rings and her jewelry. All Blake Lively does the entire time was talking about the wardrobe. But then yet when Justin says something about the wardrobe, it's sexual harassment. Give me a break. But after seeing that clip when he was just saying that his wife is hot and then he's talking about her sweater being on and was like, well, hot, it really made me come back to Blake Lively's complaint, which I just wanted to look at really quickly because I think it's kind of funny. Not funny, but funny, you know what I'm saying? And she was like this. So it starts right here. On another day, Miss Lively wore a low-cut dress to facilitate breastfeeding, but had it covered up with a coat. When the jacket briefly popped open at one point to reveal the dress, Mr. Baldoni commented on how much he liked her outfit, which flustered Miss Lively. Bro, you went over budget by $500,000 on your wardrobe alone, Blake. It really mattered to you. Look at the entire press tour. And him saying you look nice, or him saying he liked your outfit, flustered you. It flustered you that someone was giving you a compliment on your outfit that you spent $500,000 over budget getting. This is what to me is like so insane. Like all of these little things in her complaint is nuts. And this is from her own amended complaint. Later that day, Mr. Baldoni pressured Miss Lively, who was in a pre-approved wardrobe, to remove her coat in front of the crew and multiple background actors in a packed bar. He pressured you, or is he the director and he asked you to take your jacket off because you're all in a bar and you're all supposed to be wearing onesies watching the game that you're watching? It's absolutely cuckoo bananas. When you really look into it and you read it, it's absolutely nuts. He said that he wanted to see her onesie under the coat because it was zipped low to reveal her lace bra. I rewatched the scenes from this and you don't see a lace bra. And if your lace bra was showing, Blake, you could have zipped it up. No one asked you. I'm sure Justin wasn't like, you know what, for Lily Bloom, I think we need to have it zipped up. Can you unzip it? Can you unzip it? Can you unzip it? Then I think that there would be an issue. But you having a onesie, everyone was wearing onesies. Why wouldn't you wear your onesie? And it's a zipper. Zip it up. But in the movie, in these scenes, because I rewatched the scenes, you don't see even a lace bra. It's not even close to being low, okay? This is crazy. And he's the director. So if he wants your jacket off, you're in exactly approved onesie attire, okay? And how do you know that he wanted to see your onesie? Because it revealed your lace bra. It's nuts. She's literally just saying that's why she thinks it is. She couldn't distinguish between Lily Bloom and Blake Lively. And even Blake Lively has done what? Look at the movie. Look at all the other stuff that she chose to wear. But a onesie is where we draw the line. A onesie is where it gets crazy. Consistent with past practice, he said, I think you look sexy, in a tone that made her feel ogled and exposed. In a onesie, you felt ogled and exposed? With other female cast members present, she said, that's not what I was going for. He bristled and replied, I'm sorry, hot, deeply uncomfortable. Miss Lively said, not that either. Mr. Baldoni responded sarcastically, I guess I missed the HR meeting, and walked away. Another woman on the production spoke to Lively afterwards, offering empathy and to share her own similar experiences with Mr. Baldoni, commenting about her sexual terms. Then she even says, while on one hand, Mr. Baldoni was objectifying Miss Lively as a sex object, on the other hand, he went out of his way to message criticisms of her age and weight, neither of which she could change during filming. It's baloney. It's absolute crap. Then to counter that, they do show a lot of text from Blake, as well as her using the word sexy to describe Lily Bloom and her character. So that is just the way that she feels comfortable and how she, you know, gets into characters through wardrobe, and is through, she says it herself. That's how she gets into character, is feeling what she's wearing, which is like, as an actor, Blake Lively, gross, okay? So gross. But then they counter back and they say, while Baldoni and Wayfair clearly agree that co-workers should respect physical space, Lively's constant confusion or references to her character as played by Lively as opposed to Lively herself became problematic and interfered with production. This was caused in large part by Lively's persistent desire to direct and inability to accept direction. For example, her allegation that Baldoni inappropriately called her sexy was in fact a reference to a scene where everyone was wearing onesies, but Lively was covering her onesie with a big coat. Baldoni, her director, asked that she take off the coat so that her onesie would be visible to the scene. Baldoni said it will be hot, as it was 90 degrees in the small bar with no air conditioning. Lively mischaracterized this in her complaint as Baldoni referring to her personally as hot, using the slang term. Given that Lively herself had earlier expressed to him that she wanted her character's wardrobe to be sexier, Baldoni encouraged her to accept direction by saying it's sexy. Meaning without the big coat, the wardrobe was sexier, as Lively had said she wanted it to be. Lively took this personally. She was unable to take the direction, later alleging his behavior was inappropriate regarding her self-chosen wardrobe, stating that it's not what I'm going for. Baldoni, recognizing that she may have taken his direction personally and appeared offended, apologized more than once. His statements were immediately followed by his gesture that she had something in her teeth and a request for someone on set to get her a toothpick. This exchange was all captured on video. I think Blake Lively was more peed off that Justin Baldoni called for a toothpick for something in her teeth, which happens. I mean, I would rather someone tell me I have something on my teeth than we shoot the take 3, 4, 5, 6 times and then someone notices. And I think she was embarrassed by that, and I think that's why the co-star came up to her after and comforted her, because no one tells Blake Lively she's not perfect. Her assistant should have told her that. Leslie Sloan should have told her that. Now she's on set with all of these people and she's probably spiraling. How many people did I smile at? Who all saw that I have something in my teeth? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. She's crazy. She's crazy. I don't know how else to say this, and I think that's why we're not getting the doctor's notes, because I think there's something going on upstairs. And I'm sorry, it's not a good word to use, I know, but at this point, I'm at loss for words. Everything was recorded. Everything is on video. It just doesn't make sense to me. Cuckoo bananas. I get to see my mom in 4 days on Thursday, and just like, every time you book a vacation or a holiday, it always seems like the week leading up to it is just so hectic and so crazy. And that's what's kind of happening. But I also still want to enjoy my Canada Day tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure out how to get all of this stuff done whilst not having too much pressure on myself, because that's when I kind of become deflated and I get very bogged down and weighed down, and then I kind of freeze is my response. So I'm trying to not have any pressure, but also try to get all of the stuff done, and more stuff just keeps coming in and I'm like, ah, my God. But I'm super excited because I think I've just found an editor who's going to be taking all of these videos and editing them down for more social media, so on the TikTok and the Instagrams and stuff, which is going to take a huge load off of me, so I'm very excited about that. And yeah, it's just going to be, I think, a really great week. I'm really excited to see what comes. I need something to happen in any of these courts, because right now I am just over it. I'm kind of just so frustrated that these games have continued to play. I see the lies, I see the BS, I see the monsters for who they are, and it's not the Wayfair people, and it's absolutely devastating, and I need resolution. I need the court to, number one, compel Vanzan, period, to squash the motion to the lawyers, that's nuts, and get Jed Wallace out of here. Let's go. Let's get this ball moving, I think Discovery ends on the 1st tomorrow for everything, so let's see what happens. It might be real quiet this week, or it might be real messy like every other week. We'll see. Drop your comments. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is all wild bananas? Literally subpoenaing? Yeah, sending a subpoena, giving a subpoena to the opposing counsel. I'm losing it here. I gotta go. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I hope you have the most amazing day. Happy Monday. Mondays can be great too. Monday's a fresh start to your week. I hope you find some moments today to just do something nice for yourself. And yeah, love yourself a little bit more today, okay? I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.